And welcome yet again to Central Podcast Entertainment. I am MZP.
I'm Neil Spokesman.
Jay will join us in a little bit, but for right now, we're just going to go right into Raw this week. Because, there was pretty much a lot to talk about. Wasn't a tremendous Raw or a Raw that really got us excited for WrestleMania.
But it was something.
But overall, it wasn't terrible. So we're just gonna dive right into it. They open up the show with Shane McMahon coming out right away, and he's pretty much speaking for everybody.
They
do? He's pretty much speaking for us, like the fans.
Yeah, Shane.
He was pretty much telling everybody what we've been trying to tell Vince
for years.
Was that Vince was out of touch and that the authority should go away, and the fans were, oh my god, just like during that whole promo of him saying that Vince was out of touch and that the whole authority needs to stop. Everybody was going nuts. Everybody was like, yes, the whole crowd. I mean, they were in Chicago, but still, like
CM Punk chants.
Yeah, you know what? That's still disappointed me. Like, come on, it's been 2 years. He's not coming back anytime soon. Just stop. I know you're in Chicago, and I know Punk is from there.
This is an exception. It's an exception.
No, not to me, because just give it a rest. It's been 2 years. Stop. What? Get over it. I'm over it. He's not coming back.
What, in 2014 it was acceptable, like 2015?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, when he first left, okay, fine, but it's been 2 years now since he left.
At least let's hope that. No, I'm sure Chicago's the only place you're gonna hear CM Punk chants now.
Probably. Well, they did this when Vince came out. They heard the dong, and then
gong,
the gong, and then and the lights went out, and then it happened to be Vince McMahon just trolling everybody. We kind of thought that hopefully during the Slammy Awards this year they make up Troll Moment of the Year.
Because that
I don't know why, but I have a feeling that's already a category for the awards. I may be wrong.
There's an OMG Moment of the Year award, and yeah, I can't believe I just see that type of award, and well, then again,
only Booker T could
please tell you didn't just say that.
Yeah,
or please tell you didn't just see that.
Yeah, that's the only award that Booker T has to present.
Yes, but
or the only award that should be present
should be presented.
Yeah,
Booker T.
Yeah, Booker T should only present that award every year.
Yes, but don't. Well, then again, I won't be surprised if there is a Troll Moment of the Year award, because this started having WWE superstars reading the ain't the bad Twitter comments too. So yeah.
Oh yeah. But then they do this whole thing where Vince shows a picture of Shane, 30, 40 years ago with Vince when they were like little. Well, when Shane was little,
taking him to his first wrestling event.
Yeah, and then he breaks.
Won't be in this anymore. Drops it with his will, like, wow.
And then it's like, okay, they do this whole thing with Vince and Shane, but if they're gonna do this whole thing, why can't it just be Shane and Vince at WrestleMania?
Because that's what I was gonna say. Yes, this is shades of WrestleMania 17 all over again.
But it's not Shane versus Vince at WrestleMania. It's going to be Shane and Undertaker.
So where's the Undertaker?
And Taker was yet to show it, and they haven't been face to face ever since they announced this match was going to happen. So it's just ridiculous. But still, it was great. Still great to see Shane again, and he was beating up security, kind of showing what he could do.
But didn't it seem a little bit unrealistic though, how he's able to take out all the security guards? Because
yeah, unrealistic, but still.
Well, hey, he was starting. He is getting himself prepared for the Undertaker, so yeah, he's prepared for any situation.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they were trying to do, is just showcase,
make him look strong.
Yeah, make Shane look strong. Unlike somebody who hasn't been there for the past couple weeks.
Yeah. So wait, don't forget the comment, the remark that Shane made, where all the guys with all the talent that don't get the breaks,
Oh yeah,
that stars, and all the talent that doesn't have talent that gets all the breaks, that stops.
yeah. That I love too.
It's
Oh, the fans were going crazy for that
like,
because I think they knew what he was talking about, and that's kind of relatable. Not gonna mention any names, John Cena, but still,
Roman Reigns,
Roman Sheamus. All right.
League of Nations.
Okay, enough of that. Then we get to Owens versus Neville 1-on-1. Owens beat him, and then we
it was
get
a good match.
it was pretty good. But then as Owens about to powerbomb him on the apron, we get Sami Zayn's music. He comes out and they start to brawl. And I'll say, okay, I was kind of spoiled by this of Sami Zayn coming to Raw, and I guess this is pretty much the setup for WrestleMania. Maybe Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. I'm pretty okay with this. You know, you drag out the rivalry into WrestleMania, and hopefully that's the culmination of that whole rivalry. Because that's pretty much been going on since last year.
What with who? Oh, Sami Zayn.
Zayn and Owens.
Well, about that. Well, going into WrestleMania with that, I was thinking, okay, that match is going to happen now. Well, more like it will be. I'm like, okay. I was going to ask OTR Essential this question, if you would even see this video. Like, hey, with originally, I believe that this show WrestleMania 32 was going to be a 3-match card, as per usual with WrestleMania, like WrestleMania's 28 and 29. But apparently, not only with those 3 matches, we have the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Well, that goes well. Sami Zayn versus Owens, and I think those are only 2 matches that are included. So yeah, we got 5 matches right here that can all be good and great. So there's a chance that, hey, at least for in-ring quality, that this could be better than WrestleMania 19.
I wouldn't say that.
When it comes to ring ability, yes. Star power, no. Wait, no. I'm surprised you're disagreeing with me on
in ring quality, because that show had a lot of great in ring action.
Well, what if AJ Styles? Imagine if AJ Styles and Chris Jericho was actually a better match than HBK versus Jericho.
I'm gonna get to that because that pretty much annoyed me. But
what, they mentioned that on Raw?
Well, no, we're gonna get to that because you'll see. Then Ambrose had his promo. You know, kind of building up roadblock of him and Triple H gonna face for the world title, and Triple H comes out. They have a promo back and forth. It was I'd say a pretty good build for roadblock, but still, like, we pretty much know how this is gonna go. Ambrose is gonna lose. Well, Triple H is pretty much retaining the title. There's no way Ambrose is winning at roadblock. Because you still got Reigns. This is pretty much all just a diversion, or just like trying to keep Reigns off of TV.
Because with all the shows that they're going to on Raw, they'll destroy him.
I know, but it's still like, I understand that they're doing that because they're trying to protect Reigns and not have him booed every single Raw. But it's WWE's fault. Because they did this to Reigns. They made him into Super Cena 2.0. And now the fans are resenting him that early.
Well, it's kind of a smart move, yes, by protecting him. But hey...
But if they wouldn't have to do this if they booked him right.
Well, as a bonus. Well, not as a bonus, maybe. But at least happily, Daniel Bryan isn't there.
Well, yeah, because Daniel Bryan's retired. They all know Daniel Bryan's retired and he won't wrestle again.
Yes, but if he were, then yeah, and especially being in the world title picture, yeah, they would pretty much still boo Reigns no matter what they do. It's all gonna be Daniel Bryan again.
It's such a shame. I mean, what can you do? Then you got And you got Becky and I guess it's a rematch from Fastlane. I'm pretty sure it is. Becky and Sasha versus Naomi and Tamina, and they go over. Charlotte attacks them after the match, and it kind of just was what it was. Not that much build up. I mean, it was kind of a build up for the triple threat at WrestleMania, but not that excited for that.
Won't be surprised if even though this Raw was alright, a match of fate. By the time we get to WrestleMania 32, with depending on what type of build up it gets, it's actually better. Well, no, that's what they usually do.
Well, that's pretty much WWE in a nutshell. The build up being bad, but the show paying off. That's just.
Well, I'm too getting invested into the show before the show actually happens.
That's gone. That's pretty much gone.
That stops.
Is that? I think that's a meme now. Just like that stops, and it's just Shane McMahon.
Eve Marie.
That stops.
Okay, no, that would actually stop that.
Roman Reigns being Super Cena 2.0. That stops.
WWE rely.
WWE having Hollywood writers. That stops.
WWE relying on part-time superstars to get their shows over. That stops.
WWE not having a black WWE champion. That stops. Okay, moving on. Then we got the tag team titles on the line. The New Day defending against Jericho and AJ
Black
Styles.
type characters in WWE. That stops.
Like, okay, I'll say one thing about that though. Like, one thing that comes to my mind of them not having a black stereotype character is Bobby Lashley, because at least there wasn't a stereotype on him.
On who?
On Bobby Lashley.
Okay, yeah.
There was no they didn't do any black stereotype with Lashley.
Nor the Nation of Domination.
Well, but that was kind of a racist, this black stereotype, because they were pretty much Nation of Domination was pretty much a mirror image of the Black Panthers, which were in the 60s. Yeah, so the New Day and versus AJ and Y2AJ, I would say. And what I feared was going to happen actually happened, and I hoped they didn't go this route. So New Day gets the win, retains the tag titles. At first I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, that's fine, I guess. But then, they do after, and there's Jericho and AJ, and then Jericho and AJ like in the ring, and I was like, oh no, please don't do this, no.
What? So what? Don't turn Jericho heel?
Yeah, and because it was gonna set up Jericho and AJ,
which we really don't want to see.
I was like, yeah, like at that time, like when the music was off, and then it was just AJ and Jericho, like AJ helping Jericho up. I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then finally he did the code breaker, and I was like, no.
No, just hope that this match is a 4-star classic.
But what does it matter?
They faced me 3 times.
If they did this whole Y2AJ thing, like, it would have been better if.
Hold on, I think
it would have been better, I think, if they had AJ just had face Jericho, or not face Jericho. When they brought in AJ, just have them teaming up as Y2AJ, and then go from there until they do the tag team championship match on there, and then that's when Jericho turns on him, and then they do the WrestleMania feud. I would have been fine with just AJ coming in at the Royal Rumble like he did, and then Jericho and AJ team up, and then do Y2AJ, and they go through all these guys, and then on this Raw they face New Day for the tag titles, and then they lose like they do, and pretty much what happened on Raw happened. That I would have been fine with, but they already had 3 frickin' matches already, and now we're gonna have a 4th one at WrestleMania. This isn't WrestleMania quality. pretty much like they pretty much ruined it because this isn't a first time match.
What if there was? But what if
Unless
stipulation?
unless they do either like a probably not 30-minute, probably a 30-minute Iron Man, which they're probably not going to do, or they have like a best 2 out of 3 falls.
I'd take best of happy falls.
Maybe best 2 out of 3 falls is the way to go, but still, ugh.
Well, what if in a fantasy world of wrestling we actually got Austin versus Rock 4?
Or maybe they have Jericho and AJ in a submission match.
Well, yeah, because of AJ Styles' recent
AJ's got his calf killer, or they say calf crusher now.
Okay.
I'm calling it the calf killer. I don't care.
Because like calf crusher just sounds more kind of rolls off the tongue better for some reason.
I'll just say calf killer because that's what I heard before that came first. And versus the walls of Jericho. You know, it's a perfect submission match, I think.
Well, yeah, I'll keep with that.
Then for some reason they got to do Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose. Yeah, it was just for some reason, and then Bray loses by disqualification because the Wyatt family comes in. And then they do this whole thing where Triple H comes out, and then Bray's just looking at him, and he just brushes off the WWE World Title on him, and it's like, yeah, that's not happening anytime soon, Bray.
Yeah.
And I'm still wondering what they're gonna do with Bray for WrestleMania. They haven't even had it's already almost 3 weeks away, I think now. From WrestleMania.
Well, I'm sure they'll have something in mind. I'm not sure what it is, but
maybe they'll have him in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I don't know.
And have him win.
Maybe have him win. Well, I guess it would be. I mean, actually, I wouldn't mind that. If they have him win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, I think that'll be fine with me.
White needs to win.
He does need a WrestleMania win.
He should have won.
If he is gonna be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, then I think this is the match to have him win.
Okay. Or yes, even though he should have won at WrestleMania 30, but
yeah, he definitely should have won at WrestleMania 30.
Even though that was a great match.
I mean, throughout that match, you know, the storytelling and the match itself was just great. But then Cena freaking wins again, like he always does.
Cena wins.
But anyways, the end of the show closed with Ambrose laying out Triple H with the dirty deeds, and holding the championship in his hands as if we're supposed to believe that Ambrose is gonna win at Roadblock and win the WWE title, which obviously is not going to be the case. So as much as I like, as much as we all like to see that.
Okay.
Wait, what?
And Jay has arrived. Jay has arrived.
What are we on?
Mark Henry is going to win the Battle Royal this year because this is going to be his last WrestleMania.
Sure.
Or they could do that.
Yeah.
If Bray Wyatt is not in this, because Bray Wyatt needs a WrestleMania win.
Yes, unless he's gonna get. Hopefully they give him a good match. Hopefully.